exploring the multiverse of pop culture.
This is Podcasserole.
An Adam and JP show.
How much money do you think Kenny Loggins has made off of soundtracks?
That's exactly what I was going to say. The master of the soundtrack.
He really was.
Man.
He had Danger Zone.
Yeah.
He had another one on the Top Gun soundtrack, right?
Yeah, I think so. Of course, he had Footloose.
Caddyshack song.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Right.
We're forgetting something.
I'm sure, yeah. That's because of this man, I felt the most patriotic in my life. You remember?
But it wasn't this version.
But it was because of him. Because
it was Proto Man.
Right, because of his song.
Have Proto Man released that version of Danger Zone?
Yeah, that's on their cover album.
Can we hear it?
Up. Yeah, the cover up.
Can you find it?
If you want to, yeah.
I'd love to hear Proto Man's Danger Zone. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's a little dirtier.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
Yeah. We were at an anime convention with a
MomoCon. Do you think we aged out of MomoCon?
I think as long as MomoCon has existed, we've never been in that age group.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It seemed like there were people our age there.
The majority, and it was a fantastic show, one of my favorite cons ever, honestly. Why don't we go back? We had a good time there.
Yeah, why haven't we been back?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I know why. My wife's birthday is always the weekend of MomoCon.
Oh, yeah.
That was the last year that it was the weekend before my wife's birthday. But now it's always too close.
It's a no-go.
Yeah. It's a no-go.
Sense, yeah.
I think in a few years I'll be able to go back.
There was a while
and then
there.
we really won't be in the age range.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a while there where Atlanta was our convention hub. We had, 3, maybe 4 conventions that one year in Atlanta?
Yeah.
At least 3, I know.
I love a good trip to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Why did we play Danger Zone?
It's funny. In the studio here, it's a little warm, but we have a fan to cool us off, and the brand of that fan is Comfort Zone. So I started singing Danger Zone to the tune, or Comfort Zone to the tune of Danger Zone.
And then you thought, I just want to hear Danger Zone.
Now, behind that Comfort Zone fan...
What's behind the Comfort Zone fan?
No, this may be, in case you want an update, or maybe you haven't heard the story before, but there is a large jar of pickles here in the studio. Don't spill the pickle juice. Now, the story is, in case you've forgotten, our good pals over at the Broken Token Classic Arcade and Pinball podcast from the Louisville Arcade Expo of 2018, I want to say?
Yes.
So a year and a half ago, I couldn't make it. The baby was fresh. As a token of appreciation and love, they give JP, while he's recording live on their show, a big, maybe $14 bottle worth of pickles.
It's a jar. It's a vat of pickles.
It's a vat of pickles.
It's a pickle vat.
It's a pickle bushel. It's a bushel.
It's a bushel of pickles?
It's a bushel.
I don't know what a bushel is.
It's a bushel of pickles. They give you this, and these are the big, small baseball bat-sized pickles. Mm-hmm. They give this to you on air. Now, most people...
It's like hot dogs floating in vinegar.
It's true. That's your country album. The majority of people, in receiving this gracious gift on a live show, would bring it back to the great state of Tennessee and open it here, maybe live on our show. But you, being the rebel, Dottie, that you are, you decide to open it up right there live on their show. And not only do you open it up, but along comes a stranger with these Cubert-riddled fingers.
I think he was more of a Burger Time guy.
You think so?
Yeah.
Maybe a tapper. Is he a tapper kind of guy?
Yeah, you look like a tapper.
So Tapper Fingers comes over, sticks those 5 tapper phalanges in your jar of pickles, and just does he even get a pickle, or does he just kind of fish
He was
around
just
in there?
tapping the pickles.
He just kind of fishes around in there.
Tap, tap, tap.
But immediately you sealed it back, brought it back, and it's withstood the elements, the multiple seasons, the fall, the winter, the spring, the summer, over and over again, and it looks different. It's over there just stewing in its own stew.
Well, for the record,
Yeah.
the Best Buy date is May 30th, 2019.
Oh, wow. So now
technically, these are just barely out of date.
that's true. Is that even when you open it? I thought once you open it, pickles have like a 2-week Best Buy thing.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
Even whole deals?
I kind of assumed like the vinegar, the pickling process kept it good for much longer. I thought almost forever, right?
I think.
Well, we're going to
That
see.
is weird that in one room we have 2 things that supposedly stay good forever.
That's true. Just in case, with the
Pickles
Twinkies.
and Twinkies.
Yeah. Just in case it goes down, we come to this room.
And there's only 3 Twinkies left in this box.
Have you been eating those?
No.
Who did?
I don't know.
It's been you.
Well, I mean, how many did we do on the show?
Just one.
No.
What?
I remember we did one on the show, and then I opened up. I think I had like 3 or 4.
Really?
Like we went through 3 or 4
I didn't know that.
in that
Huh.
that video.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then apparently I had a couple after that.
He just kept going. But the top of that pickle jar has like a, when you see a toilet not used for very long, like it's been, it's a brand new home, or it's been on the market for a few months and no one's flushed it, but it has that toilet ring across the water there.
Yeah,
The top of that pickle jar has that.
it does.
It's like a pickle ring. That is so scary. Oh, no.
Did it leak? Did it leak?
Oh, no.
Did it leak when I did that?
I don't think so.
It doesn't feel like it did.
Yeah, well, so we'll keep every 6 months or so. We'll keep you updated on the pickle jar.
Look
here.
at that. It's more gross when you look at it sideways.
It really is. So thank you guys at the Broken Token Podcast for that pickle jar. I'm sure they're curious. They probably want an update every now and then.
Yeah. Well, they're still here.
Let's.
How long do you think I'll keep those? When should I throw those out?
I'd say 2 or 3 more years.
Okay.
Be good. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I really am curious what that's going to look like. And wait, do you think the pickles are expanding?
Oh, they could burst the glass.
Do you think they are expanding?
No, I don't think. Not that much. If anything, you'll
Because
make the
if-
water rise, then you'll see a problem.
That's
the
true.
Juice, yeah.
If I don't see any juice and they're like bumping the lid, then I'll probably throw it out.
I've always heard a great hangover remedy beforehand is to drink some pickle juice. So if you ever wander in drunkenly, pop open that tab and just slam it.
Okay. I'll let you know how that goes.
Just slam it.
Are you still getting mosquito bit?
That was like an ant or something.
Oh, okay,
It was
cool.
A gnat.
It's like we're recording in the Wild Kingdom.
Do you want to go to Twitter for a second? We barely missed it.
Twitter news.
We barely missed it before our last recording, but right before that happened, Cameron Peterson, which we'll speak of more in a bit maybe because he's tied into the Foxglove Farm fam. Say that 3 times fast if you can.
Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
We'll say yes.
Was that his last name?
No.
Okay.
Did he have his last name in the movie, the character?
I'm sure.
I'm not sure. He says, at Adam and JP, guys, after listening to your 1984 movie rundown, we watched Gremlins. I noticed something I don't recall ever seeing. During the scene where the dad calls home from the convention, there's a time machine that seems to disappear, complete with puzzled bystanders. I had no idea what he's talking about, but you say you do.
Yes, I do remember that. And also, the robot from Lost in Space walks by.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. What was his name? I can't remember that name.
I don't know.
Do you have mosquitoes in your fingers now?
Maybe. Maybe moving back to the garage was a bad idea.
Nah, it's not. It's part of the process.
Do you think it's hotter here or if we were upstairs?
Upstairs.
Yeah.
I think so.
At least in upstairs we wouldn't have gnats
That's true.
and mosquitoes. There'd be less of a chance we get the Zika virus
That's
while we're
true.
recording.
That's very true. But I really had no idea that happened in Gremlins. I need to go back and see that.
Mm-hmm.
What's the point behind that? Is that just a small? This was a sub 480p movie on a VHS on a terrible TV. They won't see it, and it's funny to us.
And if I'm not mistaken, the time machine is actually the time machine from H.G. Wells' The Time Machine, the original
Really?
movie. Yeah.
Oh, it's not Rufus from Bill and Ted.
No, it's not a phone booth.
Keanu Reeves.
has confirmed they're going to shoot another Bill and Ted
Of course,
movie.
yeah, this happened a while ago.
And Alex Winter.
That's why, so we spoke of Fanboy Expo in Knoxville coming up soon. Last episode, Alex Winter months ago was one of their first guests to appear, but 3 months ago he had to back out because they're filming the movie at the time.
So they're actually shooting it right now.
Like really happening, yeah. I mean, he and the two of those guys had that video put out officially. It's happening.
Do you really want to see that?
Yeah, 100%. You don't? I'm all about sequels, always. If it's bad, make another one to right the wrong. If it's good, keep the train rolling. I'm all about it. I mean, the world right now loves Keanu Reeves. We'll speak of it more in a bit. The world can't get enough of him.
Maybe.
He is 2019's Man of the Year.
I will say, E3, the trailer debut that he was in for the Cyberpunk game looks amazing.
Exactly. Now, that's been in development for 3 or 4 years now, and they showed that and brought his face in, and people went nuts. They love him.
But we didn't know that it was going to be him, right?
Right, yeah, not until this past week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Do you want to talk a little...
Yeah, we can run through E3, the top moments quickly here. First off, we've got to talk about the elephant in the room, or the missing elephant in the room. And you now to be fair, you're a busy man.
Yes.
You don't play many games these days, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. I don't play as much as I want to.
Yep.
But if you had to choose a side, you'd be a Sony guy. So why do you think there's no Sony presence at E3 this year? Why do you think that is?
Because they have evolved past E3.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Well, why do you think there's not?
That's why I'm asking. I really have no clue.
I think maybe we're reaching a point to where maybe Sony just doesn't see the value in spending all that money at E3.
But by doing that, that's leaving a full stage for only your competitors to do that.
DC is not showing up in Hall H during San Diego Comic-Con this year. There will be no DC presentation in Hall H.
The DC universe to Marvel
No,
as
not at all.
Sony to Microsoft.
Not at all.
So it was odd no Sony was there. I believe, I could be wrong, I think last year and maybe the year before, Nintendo skipped that as well. But I feel like Microsoft is always there. But currently in sales, they are number 3. So maybe that doesn't correlate to sales. I don't know.
Maybe.
But with no Sony there, we do have a few things. And a lot of these games we'll speak of are multi-platform. So no love for either side. But like you said, we have Keanu Reeves announced as the playable main character for CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk 2077. It looks all right. I mean, I don't know. Be fun.
I think it looks good.
Looks good, yeah. It's a first person. That's my, I don't hate it. I'm just I'm not well versed in the cyberpunk subgenre.
Mythos.
Yeah. Like the world loves Blade Runner. The world.
Don't.
I'm not saying I don't. I just don't.
Have you ever seen Blade Runner?
Yeah.
Did you watch the director's cut?
No.
Watch the director's cut.
Yeah. I don't know. Just that subgenre is it's a tough sell for me.
Mm-hmm.
I
I like the theatrical cut of Blade Runner.
I prefer space fiction number 1. I prefer like dragons, orcs, and elves number 2.
Ugh.
And I feel like cyberpunk is like 3 or 4 down there. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like the dragons and elves, do you?
Mm-hmm.
We had some more footage of Gears 5, which is weird. We know the Gears of War franchise, but they've dropped the term Gears of War. It's officially called Gears 5. Do you think that means something? I don't know. The Gears name, so of course they have the the Funko Pops. They have the Pops, Gear Pops game coming out.
Wait. I had no idea. So there's a video game where the characters are the pop figures of Gears of War.
Imagine a Lego game, but instead of Lego characters, they're pop figures, but it's a Gears of War pop game. As of right now, it's only on...
I'm just going to be honest, that sounds terrible.
It does. As of right now, it's only on mobile platforms, but I guarantee it'll come over to consoles eventually. So we have that coming out. We have Gears 5. They have... I don't think this is a big deal, but I've seen actual video footage of people having live reactions and live footage of them watching E3. And there was a full-grown man crying tears when he found out that Banjo and Kazooie are coming to Smash Brothers.
So they're not coming back as a game.
No.
They're just going to be in the Smash Brothers game.
They're like, Banjo, I knew it. Just so Banjo and Kazooie.
There's a man who's lowered his expectations in life.
It happens. Banjo and Kazooie and Smash Brothers. Did you ever play the Watch Dogs game? There were launch titles. They had them on the PS3 and the Xbox 360, but they were launch titles for the Xbox One and PS4. I never played those.
Mm-hmm.
They had that first one. The second one came out about 3 years ago, but this new one coming out next year is called Watch Dog Legion or Watch Dogs Legion. Looks pretty good, actually. Check that gameplay footage out. You can create an uprising and a rebellion with people on the streets. Imagine Grand Theft Auto 4 or 5, because we're in 2019. Imagine Grand Theft Auto 5, but you can want to start an uprising, and you can pick random people walking down the street, these non-playable characters, and in the next chapter of the game, you are playing as that person you have chosen, and you are that person. Think about that.
Who watches the Watch Dogs?
It's pretty much like, yeah, think about it. It's like that. Mm-hmm. One of the gameplay footage they showed was a masked woman in a dress just kicking all kinds of ass, taking all kinds of names, and she takes her mask off at the end. It's an old woman like walking with a cane. And so she's been trained as one of these watchdogs picked by you, the main character. It's kind of cool. You can pick anybody, an NPC, and soon be playing as their character.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like that's how deep that programming goes. Anybody you see in the game has a full move set and a possible personality you can play as them. That's cool,
not
right?
bad.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's kind of creepy, but in Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5, did you ever get behind the people on the streets and just follow them and listen to their phone conversations?
No.
Yeah, me either. But I hear you can.
What do you find out?
You should do it sometime. It's funny. This is pretty good. Fallout.
What else do you do in that game?
Fallout 76. Tell me about your experience, because you own that.
Speaking of non-playable characters.
Yeah.
Well, if you remember back at Christmas when I first played this, I enjoyed the idea. I think it's a good concept, but my complaint was there were no NPCs other than the bosses that you'd have to battle.
Yeah.
And they weren't even boss battles. It was just like occasional bosses that you would just happen upon that you would have to fight.
Since the beginning, the Fallout, especially once 3, New Vegas, and 4 happened, the idea of that Fallout universe is to be the lone wanderer, it's the solidarity. You're by yourself. So the idea of it being an online thing. So Bethesda comes out at E3 this past year and speaks of, they know Fallout 76 didn't have a big following. It had a bad response upon launch. They plan to fix it. As of right now, on the PS4 and Xbox One, I think they're in the middle of 2 weeks of free play time for the game, even if you don't own it. But they're bringing in the Battle Royale elements to Fallout 4. So the classic, 50 to 100 people dropping down, getting supplies.
So it's Fortnite.
Exactly. It's Fortnite. It's PUBG. It's H1Z1. It is DayZ in the Fallout Wasteland, which I think they're losing it, man. They're slipping away. They had a great thing.
But aren't they bringing NPCs to the story mode?
I believe so as well, yeah.
Which will help that a lot.
Yeah, but that's almost a year after launch. Like, is that too little too late? Are people still going to buy that? Because that has to be a free download, a free patch for it. It can't be an add-on for money. So is that, in the long run, is that going to sell? You can buy a Fallout 76 now for $20.
I guess we'll find out.
Is it going to be worth it? I don't want the Fallout franchise to die. 3 was fantastic. For me, 4 was good. It was very good. You liked 4 more than 3, right?
I did.
We'll see what happens. Doom Eternal. They relaunched Doom recently, and Eternal is coming out this fall. Looks pretty good. Marvel's Avengers. I know you want to talk about this quite. Wow. Can we finish the sentence? Are you just hating the character models? Is that what you're mad about?
I just think, I don't like how broad Captain America's chest is.
He's not Chris Evans.
That's fine.
I know you were a comic guy. We have to remember.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. But
it just looks silly. He looks too blocky.
The way I see it.
In 2019, they could look better.
The way I see it. They could, yeah.
Even if they don't look, and they don't have to look like the movie characters, I'm totally fine with that.
Okay, the way I see this, it is, so Square Enix, a majority a Japanese company making this based on comic characters. I know we were brainwashed, myself included, that they should look like Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., but they're from comics. They are made-up characters that can look any way they want. At the same time, it's an RPG that you're going to be in a third-person view behind them the whole time, so it doesn't matter what...
It looks like Rob Liefeld made it.
That's terrible. So that's coming. I'm excited. A Square Enix RPG, Marvel's Avengers. I'm pumped for that. I will buy that one. The Legend of Zelda...
That's going to be your Fallout 76.
Probably so. The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild sequel is coming to the Switch. I know you're excited. What is the last... Is the last Nintendo console you owned a Wii?
Yes.
Let me ask the same question, slightly rephrased. Will the last Nintendo console you ever own be a Wii?
Probably.
Really?
Mm-hmm. What happened? You think I should get a Switch?
I would like to.
The kids love the Switch.
I would like to.
Yeah.
That's what I always do because I feel like the PS3 or the PlayStation and the Xbox are pretty close. I feel like Nintendo is always so different, be it for the better or for worse. I think that's the one people should buy. That's what I did last
I do
time.
know it's very popular.
Yeah.
And I respect the fact that Nintendo seemed to have pulled that nosedive out.
Yeah.
Because the Wii, what was it? Wii U?
What's that?
What was the console after the Wii?
The Wii U, yeah.
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 Didn't do well.
No, it didn't. I was a fan, but it wasn't.
And we speculated that maybe it was going to kill the company. But it didn't.
That's true. I'm shocked they haven't had a proper new handheld in so long.
Well, the Switch is basically that.
You think is that taking the place of a you think so?
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, it's no PS Vista
Oh, by the way, the Vita
or Sony Vita.
we talked about it off mic. If you haven't heard, before I say anything, if you have a Nintendo Switch, just go pause this episode after I say this sentence, but go lick those Switch cartridges. It tastes like delicious fruit.
What?
Okay, now that you paused that and did that, and you came back.
What are you doing?
Did you not listen to read our text feed I gave you guys? So in the effort to make kids not swallow and put them in their mouths and to make pets not eat them, there's a chemical, and I can't remember the name, the most bitter chemical in the world that Nintendo has doused all Nintendo Switch cartridges with. So if you even dink your tongue on it, it's like the most bitter flavor in the world. Every Switch cartridge has this.
I can't wait to see the class action lawsuits.
Well, it's nothing. It's totally non-toxic. Just very bitter.
So they say.
So our buddy Josh, we wanted him to. I asked him through a text message to go lick his Switch.
And?
He didn't do it.
Oh.
I thought he had one. I was like, "Do you have a Switch?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Oh, I want you to lick it."
Lick that Switch.
But if you have a Switch, it's totally non-toxic, they say. Mm-hmm. Don't sue me if that is, but from what I read, non-toxic, the most bitter chemical in the world, so kids and pets don't put it in their mouth and swallow it. Because they're tiny. They're, the size of an SD card, pretty much.
That's true. That could be a choking hazard.
Yeah, but you put it in your mouth, just constant or instant. Yeah. So that is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel talk with bitter carts. How many Star Wars games have you liked in your lifetime?
I like Super Star Wars.
Yeah.
I liked Knights of the Old Republic.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Super Empire Strikes Back.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Lego Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I liked all the Lego Star Wars games. I've liked quite a few Star Wars games.
You have. Did you see any gameplay from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order? I'm curious about this.
No. Oh, by the way, Battlefront was really good too.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I was the one that liked Battlefront.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. It was good. The Fallen Order, though, a third person. I don't know about this. We've had these games before. We've had Jedi Academy. We've had games like Force Unleashed. It's the classic. You are a Jedi, third-person view, lightsaber battles. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that in the movies, but the games, for me, don't capture the essence of it. But there we go.
You know what
Star
I didn't
Wars.
like?
What's that?
That Star Wars dancing game.
That's true.
What was that called?
Well, it was part of the Star Wars Connect. It was a mini game in that. I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo. That one?
Yeah. That'd be the one. What was the song that Lando Calrissian sang?
What was that one?
And then there was one that referenced Salacious Crumb. Salacious Crumb. What what?
No, that was... Yeah, I can't remember. I have to look it up. Speaking of Lego Star Wars, though, this may be the final Lego Star Wars game. Did you see a new one's coming out?
No. Well, yeah, it's what, episode 8?
Well, it's Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, which is weird to me. They said it's not a rehash, it's not an HD port, it's a brand new game focusing on the key moments in the Skywalker Saga, which to me has been all of the games so far, right?
Yeah.
They say it's nothing you've seen in the games before. But what else can they do if they've had the main plot points in there? What's going to happen? Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen there.
I hope they don't talk.
You don't like talking
I
Lego?
prefer the Lego games where they don't talk.
I mean, because of that, though, you have the Lego Movie, Lego Batman. You should like the talkies.
That's true. By the way, have you seen Lego Batman? Mm-mm. That is a great movie.
Really?
Yeah, it's great.
Contra, in the year of 2019, has a new game coming out, Contra Rogue Core.
One day, kids, we'll all be dead.
Yeah.
And you'll have original content again. But as long as my generation's still around, you're going to get rehashes of things like Contra.
You're right. Every single thing I'm going to talk about from this point is there either a reboot or a remake or a sequel.
Yeah.
Every single one we're going to keep talking about. Such as, do you remember on the Nintendo Wii, there there's a franchise of games called No More Heroes. Did you ever see that?
No.
Imagine a character with a brown leather jacket and cool shades and spiky black hair. His name is Travis Touchdown. So this is made by a Japanese company trying to be very American called Travis Touchdown.
Right.
Now on eBay in the game, he buys an actual working lightsaber. Now with the Wiimotes to recharge your lightsaber, you've got to get it up and down. Yeah.
I see that.
And so that was the waggle movement. So on the Nintendo Switch for 2020, we have No More Heroes Part 3 coming out, in case you're curious. Travis Touchdown returns.
Wow.
You've never seen those games, No More Heroes?
No.
They were terrible. I bought the first one for the Wii, and I'm like, what am I doing?
Is Zombie U coming back?
Hopefully so. Also on the Switch, which this almost made me want to buy a Switch even more. I used to love the games called Marvel Ultimate Alliance back in the day. It's kind of a top-down isometric view. Do you remember those Marvel games? It's kind of like almost a Baldur's Gate-y, almost just a good fun game like that.
Yeah.
That kind of camera angle and they say almost every single Marvel character you can think of. I mean, even in Part 2, Beta Ray Bill was a playable character.
I bet I can think of a Marvel character that's not in it.
I don't know. Maybe. I'm sure there's a bunch, but a lot of them are there. Like 100 plus characters are in that game. So I think Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
You think Kraven the Hunter's in it?
No, maybe. Did you hear what happened to him?
No.
Look up what happened to him this past week in comics. Google that name right now. On to, as well on the Switch, Luigi's Mansion 3. You excited about that?
I'm scared now.
Why is that?
Well, I want to see what happens to Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah, I'll keep talking about Luigi's Mansion 3. With the main villains, I think they're called Guigi's in Luigi's Mansion 3. What are you reading about Kraven the Hunter?
Spider-Man's deadliest villain was just killed.
Yeah, weird.
By himself.
Yeah.
Kraven committed suicide?
Man, had to go, I guess.
I don't...
What?
I'll keep going about Luigi.
See, Luigi's Mansion 3, I believe these the villains are called Guigi's. That's my Guigi joke.
Sorry.
It's half joke.
Do you make me a laugh that we can insert?
There you go. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Also, so delayed. I want to say 5 E3s ago. Some would say the greatest RPG of all time, Final Fantasy VII. The remake's coming. It's been now pushed back to March 2020.
Is it 1997? You got a Star Wars game, a Final Fantasy game, a Contra sequel.
It's true. That's what I'm saying. But it's the remake. It's not only is it the 7th part of a franchise from 20 years ago, but it's the remake of that. That's where we are.
Wow.
We're remaking part 7s of franchises.
I promise, kids, one day we'll all be dead.
Yeah. We talked about Lego
You'll get
Star
original
Wars.
things again.
This is my last game I'll speak of, and we'll talk of more hardware in a bit, but this is exciting to me. Only on the Xbox and PC, of course, because there's a reason behind it, but in 2020 next year, and it looks fantastic. Go look at the gameplay of it. The return of Microsoft Flight Simulator is coming back.
I hated that game.
Did you really?
I hated that game.
Oh, in
I
school.
could never land. I could never land the plane.
School, I loved it so much. But
I think I was just triggered. I can't land this rectangle.
You just gave some ASMR there. Do you ever watch ASMR videos?
Yeah, I know of them, but I've never watched them.
People think they're creepy, but I love that so much.
There was the Super Bowl commercial.
Do you get tingles? I get tingles.
No.
You don't get the tingles? Sometimes, yeah.
Do you know that there was the Super Bowl commercial that was what was her name? That she does some of the videos.
Really?
I think it was a potato chip commercial where she's like in the cabin.
Yeah.
And she's up on the microphone and just like.
Really?
Yeah.
So I don't like that. I mean, that's okay, but I prefer like the ear licking stuff. Have you seen? It's a real thing.
I know it's a real thing.
Well, they have these microphones that look like a human head, but just the ear part. And they're super realistic. I guess they're silicone, but the people can like suck and lick this sounds, I promise you, 0% sexual, 100% tinkly. But they're like, licking and sucking the ears, but it's the noise of them doing it. There's no visual thing. There's no sexual stimulation. It's the ASMR tingles I get down my spine when I hear someone sucking that ear.
Adam.
Yeah. I'm not an ear guy.
Do you think that maybe, just a thought, you have a little too much free time at home?
Well,
just a thought. As a friend, I'm just asking.
So last night at 2 a.m. this morning, I'm editing wedding videos. I'm watching someone share vows at the most magical moment of their life, and I'm getting my ears sucked by an ASM artist, as they say.
Wow.
But it's not my actual ear. It's just the sound.
Yeah. It was an ASM artist that was in the Super Bowl commercial.
Really?
Yeah.
But check out ASMR, some ear eating. I promise you, zero. It sounds so creepy, and you don't even have to watch it. I just do the audio, and it gives me tingles and makes me very relaxed and go to sleep. It makes me very relaxed, super relaxed. Some ASMR.
Yeah, it was a Mick Ultra.
Huh? Who was the ASM artist? You know?
Zoe Kravitz.
Isn't that Lenny Kravitz's daughter?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure. Is she an ASM artist?
Yes, she is an
wow.
ASM.
I had no idea.
This comes from the internet.
But I think oddly enough, those mics are called 3DO mics. I want to say 3DOI. Have you seen those? Like the realistic ears? That's so weird.
Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. A type of video of sounds that evoke texture and feelings to create calming or lightly pleasurable effect. And even in this, it says not a sex thing. You fans of this, that's like the first thing you say.
It's not.
Which, you know what that leads me to think? That's exactly what this is. An internet trend that started about 10 years ago, ASMR is all about sound combinations that elicit physical responses, most commonly a tingling in the spine or across the scalp. It's spread like wildfire on YouTube, where the biggest channels have millions of subscribers and their creators can make a living off churning the stuff out. Tonight, it's at the Super Bowl, but it wasn't so long ago that ASMR was just another internet curiosity unlikely to resonate with 100 million viewers.
I have an idea.
Play this.
I have a very popular ASMR video up now of some stuff. You want to hear it?
Let's all experience.
No, so you don't want the talk. You want the licking. You want some licking?
No, I don't want to.
Come on. Oh, not that.
This is what makes you tingly?
That is not ASMR tingling. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Are you ready for it?
Oh, no. I think this is Lenny Kravitz's daughter, by the way, because
Really?
she looks like Lenny Kravitz.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, nope. Nope.
What? What happened?
Nope.
What happened?
Do you have anything that's not eating?
No, that's not eating. This is the ears. She's eating nothing. This is just mouth noises.
Nope.
What?
That's,
What? So you're getting I think you're getting tingled.
No.
Embrace the tingle.
No.
You're going to sleep so well tonight. Embrace the tingle.
Oh, my gosh.
What? Are you going to throw up over the ASMR?
Oh, nope.
What?
Nope.
I think I've found something I thoroughly enjoy and you thoroughly despise.
Dear listener, if this is your thing, apparently there's video, but I don't think it's going to happen on this show.
Come on. You want just a little bit more?
Oh, my God. That's disgusting.
That's not disgusting. It's very super relaxing. Like I get tingles and want to fall asleep immediately. That makes me want to go to sleep when I
Are
hear
you
that.
serious?
Yeah, 100%.
What kind of sicko are you?
I mean, this video here has over 1 million views. This one video.
Oh, my God. All right, I'm gonna try to make it 3 seconds.
Okay, do it. It's not even going yet. She's on a break.
Oh.
Yep, there's the tingle. There it is. Oh, yeah, that got me.
That's enough of that.
Wow. I didn't know you were an ASMR hater.
Apparently I am.
Maybe you like...
That doesn't gross you out?
No, it's super, super relaxing.
Really?
Like I've been in bed before just listening to ASMR trying to go to sleep with headphones in. For real.
You can go to sleep to that?
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. I mean, and it's not just that. There's stuff. I watched one guy last night. He had, it was like a barbershop experience. And he had that multi-directional mic, super sensitive. And he was, scissor snipping and brushing with the actual brush and spritzing stuff. It's all like the super sensory sounds. Proof, once again, it's very non-sexual. A man with a pair of scissors. Could be a thing for some people, not for me.
So is it like everyday thing? Like, hey, here's an ASMR of a shower.
Yeah, it could be anything. People eating food.
ASMR I don't think there's any I in it.
But this one, I mean, there's tons of. Just look it up online. It's
Yeah.
super not sexual. Super not sexual.
Yeah, but I do remember seeing this commercial.
Huh. Yeah, it has to be Lenny Kravitz's daughter. We haven't finished our E3 talk. I should notice this.
This place, so pure, you can feel it.
See, I'm
Is
not
that
big-
part of it?
Yeah, they whisper speak too. Can I give you some other? Can I give you some popular non-eating ASMR? Do you want that?
Sure.
Can I give you the barbershop experience I was telling you about? you want that?
Yeah,
It's a guy with a pair of scissors.
Welcome to my shop. Let me shave your mop. Let me cut your crop. Daintily, daintily. Hey, you. Why are you so vexed? Why are you perplexed? Can't you see your next? You're so next. The Barber of Seville?
Oh, yeah.
No,
And that from Little Rascals. Here we go.
no, it's Looney Tunes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Barbershop. Just scissors. That's not soothing you? How about he brushes you?
No, this is not soothing whatsoever.
Brush you. There it was. That's a tingle. That's a tingle. Not getting that?
You're really bored, aren't you?
Listen. All right. Some aftershave.
Why is he breathing so heavy? I think he's got a cardiovascular problem.
No, he looks like Thor. Super buff. That doesn't get you?
No.
Super relaxing.
What's it supposed to? This is supposed to be relaxing?
This is the barbershop. Oh, he's spritzing. Oh. He's spraying my undershave. It's like me at a Taco Bell.
I know. You really should go to the doctor.
I'm sad and you don't like ASMR as much as I do.
Yeah, well.
Maybe you're an eating guy. You should get someone eating pickles. You ever seen that one?
Mm-mm.
The pickle chop?
Nope.
Let me know on Twitter at Adam and JP if you are into ASMR.
Can we listen to the Barber of Seville now?
I want to hear the Little Rascals version. Remember that one?
Pull up Barber of Seville Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes?
I'm pretty sure I got all those words right.
I want Alfalfa's version, though. No?
Nope. I was doing Bugs Bunny. I don't know how far into it is, though. Is this ASMR? Because this does make me happy. Dun, 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 dun. We may have to go into it a little bit. I'm just curious if I got the words right.
So the video we're watching is actually like a live symphony experience.
Really? With the cartoon?
Yeah.
I wonder if it'll have the words.
Let me scoot a little bit.
Yeah.
Next.
I don't think so.
Aw.
Yeah.
See if you can find Bugs Bunny singing Barber of Seville.
Well, I keep seeing Rabbit of Seville. Is that it?
Oh, Rabbit of Seville. That's right. That's it. I'm sorry. Barber of Seville is the actual opera.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the actual, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
He has Elmer Fudd in the barber's chair.
Welcome to my shop. Let me cut your mop. Let me shave your crop. Daintily, daintily. Hey you. Don't look so perplexed. Why must you be vexed? Can't you see you're
That was
next?
close.
Yes, you're next. You're so next.
Huh.
Rabbit of Seville.
There you go.
One of my favorite Looney Tunes cartoons.
It's no ASMR, but it's all right.
I was a big Looney Tunes fan as a kid.
Yeah, they used to show it a lot when I was a kid. A lot.
I would say that if I had to define my comedic sensibilities and those influences, Bugs Bunny, David Letterman, and maybe Red Fox.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. All three jerks, though.
They are all three jerks. That's true.
You got to remember that. All three were jerks.
So who do you, if you had to name three comedic influences on you? Like your top three?
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of others underneath there, like
Yeah.
Dana Carvey.
Right.
But I think those would probably be my top three comedic influences.
Man, so comedic influences.
Conan would be really high because
That
that's when I was
sounds
in
very.
college.
It sounds that's a weird way to put it. It seems like I'm comedic, but I'm not. model myself after
I
those.
think you're a big fan of comedy, though.
I am, yes. I guess
I think you have a certain comedic voice.
I would say Chris Farley, but once again, I don't think that's an influence the way I am. I don't ever scream and fall on table. I don't know. So we're going to say Chris Farley. Jim Carrey is very important to me as a comedic character.
Yeah.
And, man, I don't know. You knowing me, who would you say the third one is?
Jim Varney.
Yeah. I think so. I'm serious. I think so.
You know what I mean?
I think Jim Varney. Yeah. I think Jim Varney. Jim Varney, Jim Carrey, Chris. What a combo, man.
Yeah.
That's a sleeve I need tattooed on my arm. A sleeve
That
of those
seems
three.
like definitely someone who would be into ASMR. Okay,
so that really bothered you, the sound.
Oh, it really did.
The edible ear got you.
It was bad. Didn't like it.
What is it? Because there's some sounds. There's
Like just to imitate it and hear it.
is it the sound of is it forks on a plate you don't like?
Don't like that?
Which that's understandable. That's like an actual bad.
But
It's
see,
like nails on a
here's-
chalkboard. That's bad.
You and I have talked about how much we hate hearing people eat on podcasts,
Yeah.
which is very, very similar to the same thing.
But to me, that like she's not eating anything, so it's not. There's no. I think the grossness of eating on a podcast is knowing there's, chewed up food that will be digested, and they're swallowing, and it's spitting. Like that was strictly a sound. We
Yeah.
just heard. I mean, same as the barbershop thing. That can't be gross or sexual in the least. It was scissors and a spritz bottle. It's the sounds get me feeling right.
So, okay, so I'll try to do it for you. Let me see if
Yeah.
I can make like vocal sounds.
You have to have the special mic.
Was I doing anything?
No, you should go get the special mic. Hey, if you had a guess, you sound like are you a rabbit right now? Are you Bugs Bunny? Are you the rabbit of Seville?
Is this comforting? Can you sleep to this?
No. I'm gonna go on Twitch TV right now and check, because there's on Twitch there's a whole ASMR channel now.
That sounds about right. Hey, did you finish E3?
We have one final thing to speak of.
Do you want to do that and then
Sure.
get back into this ASMR madness?
It's kind of quick. There's not much said, but it's pretty big news that in holiday 2020, Microsoft's new console, Project Scarlet, it's called right now, will be released. It's exciting.
Oh,
So I'm curious.
Project Scarlet Witch.
I believe every time since the beginning of all those, within 12 months of each other, the new PlayStation and Xbox come out. So that means, historically, this should be pretty close with the PS5 as well.
Wow. I just got a PS4 recently,
I know.
it feels like.
But by then it'll be a 7-year gap.
True.
The Xbox One came out in 2013, and so in 2020 that'll be a 7-year gap. Which, think about the gap. It was, I want to say, a 4.5-year gap from the Xbox to the Xbox 360. So think about it. It's time. It is time.
It is time. It's getting close.
Yeah.
Before we go into what you have there, I want to catch up on two things so far this episode.
Yeah.
Going back to Gremlins.
Right.
Speaking of cameos, Gremlins has its fair share with composer Jerry Goldsmith playing the man in the telephone booth, glancing at a camera. That's in the same scene that we referenced earlier.
Uh-huh.
Cartoonist Chuck Jones popping up as a barfly, complimenting Billy on his illustrations.
Real what?
Yeah, that's at the beginning of the movie, or near the beginning. And I did know, and this part I knew too, Steven Spielberg, obviously playing an inventor with a broken leg. And he's in that same scene. Steven Spielberg's in that scene. Also in that scene, the cameos aren't just limited to people. The Forbidden Planet's Robbie the Robot, that's who it is. Sneaking into a brief scene at the Inventors Convention. And the Time Machine from the Time Machine appearing then disappearing in that same sequence.
I need to get a timestamp. I should go back and see that.
Yeah.
I have no idea that ever happened. No idea.
Yep. And over to Spider-Man and Kraven the Hunter. Here's what Screen Rant says.
Yeah, well, I meant to tell you about this. You should have read this.
He may be the deadliest villain that Spider-Man ever faced. That's how it starts. He may be the deadliest villain that Spider-Man ever faced, but Kraven the Hunter is dead again. And this time it wasn't some savage beast that bested him while on an epic hunt. It was the clone he called Son. So
Interesting.
the last son of Kraven
Wow.
killed Kraven and has now taken up the mantle of his father.
So he's dead but not dead.
Right.
If it's a clone, he still exists, just not the original Kraven.
While some may be shocked by his death, Kraven himself will not be among them. He had been planning his own death not only since the beginning of this story, but since his resurrection years earlier. But what's the point? The answer to the question you need to understand is that Kraven that was He's the Craven that was, and now the new one is taking his place. So,
Wow.
poor Craven the Hunter.
R.I.P. KTH.
He may be the deadliest villain that Spider-Man has ever faced.
Okay, yeah, maybe of one of Marvel's. Yeah, okay, I can deal with that.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
oh, do I need to bring up the sound?
Oh, do you need it if you want to?
Okay. What are we listening to now?
We're on Twitch right now, one of the top-rated ASMR channels. Looks like she's putting a knife into, I want to say, noodles. Oh. We're slipping a knife in noodles. Oh, yeah. Ah, she's going to put the knife back in the noodles. Going to cut my hair, some ASMR now.
I'm going to put a scissors in a can.
It does not work. It does not work when you do
Is
it.
this doing it for you?
Not at all. It's not very pleasing. Oh, that is terrible. That is not. You're going to cut your finger, too. That is terrible.
Look at him. I'm doing ASMR.
I'll give you more. I'll give you better stuff. You want better stuff? Is that what you want? Hey, here's the one for you. Here's a good one.
No, I'm doing it.
Here you go. It's terrible. This doesn't tingle you at all?
Does this tickle you?
No, that does not. But the actual ASMR.
No.
Oh, and the clicks. You were a terrible ASMR artist.
This is part of aluminum can over a microphone.
Okay, that's closed, actually. That is closed. Needs more sensory. Needs more oomph.
Here's an aluminum can on a microphone.
You're a terrible ASMR artist.
We're going to go inside an aluminum can.
Hello, I'm in an aluminum can.
Okay. There's no sexiness to this, but you have to be a little bit sexy.
This is me in an aluminum can.
Give me a little more sexiness.
I'm in an aluminum can. Help me.
There's no. You said help me. The sexiness is gone. It's over.
Oh, but now I can get this last part of the energy drink I had because I've perfectly cut the bottom of the aluminum can.
Hey, she has a rainmaker.
Look at that.
Bring me up. She has a rainmaker.
Here, I'm going to drink Monster Energy drink from the bottom of an aluminum can.
That was that was the longest slurp of a half ounce I've ever heard in my life. Hey, she has a rainmaker. You're missing the rainmaker right now.
Am I?
Yeah. Doesn't get you at all? Nothing?
No, I think I'd rather do my own. Here's a candle. Here's a candle that pops and smells like pumpkin.
It's actually pretty good. See, it's just missing that high, the highs.
Hang on.
Give me some highs. A little less bass, a little more high.
Hang on.
Oh.
Here's a candle that smells like pumpkin. A winter storm is coming.
Don't talk to me. Are you mocking my ASMR? Are you mocking it?
You're in a winter storm. What if when you're listening to these one night,
Yeah.
and it's random, first of all, let me
Yeah. Bring our deaf back.
put a little bass in my voice.
Yeah.
They address you personally.
That'd be pretty awesome. Hey, you can't if you subscribe to
Would
the
that
Twitch.
freak you out?
Well, if you subscribe to their Twitch channel, you want them to talk to you while they're ASMRing.
Adam, you're an aluminum can.
Oh boy.
Well,
Yeah. Something for everyone, you know.
that was fun. Was it?
Just give it a chance.
Nah, that's all right.
Give it a try.
I'm good.
I'm sad you don't like it.
Is that a show?
I think so. E3 ASMR.
Is there anything else we were going to talk about? Oh, TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Like, okay, so seriously, a couple weeks ago, we
Yeah.
recorded an episode that didn't get posted where you went off on TikTok, the app, for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But now, understand you've changed course.
It's all right now. It's still very... We spoke of the crowd for a MomoCon, like an anime convention. Mm-hmm. It seems that age or younger, and so I feel old to be on there, but there is some creative stuff, and it gives me hope for the future of some of our people.
What does that mean?
Like, there's some creative...
Like when you say our people, you mean Americans?
Yeah, like... Yeah.
Do you mean Earthlings?
Earthlings, yeah.
Humans?
Humans, exactly.
People of Earth?
Yeah, because I feel like, the cool thing is now to say millennials this and do that, whatever, but it's nature for every generation to hate the upcoming generation. Our parents did it before us, and theirs before them. But seeing this kind of stuff makes me think they're going to be smarter than us. They're already smarter computer-wise than we'll ever be. And the creativity and the content they have in their hands is going to be better.
I'm scratching my beard.
Why don't you? What do you have against millennials?
I don't have anything against millennials.
Yeah, I think they're they're well equipped than we'll ever be. And the generation below them, it's going to get smarter and smarter. Don't you think you are smarter in every form except for bare hands survival than your great grandparents were? Honestly,
Adam, if we're going to be honest,
no, I'm serious.
I think I'm smarter in every way than most people.
I'm serious. I mean, don't you think technology-wise?
I just mastered ASMR in like less than 10 minutes.
Hey, she's playing with the rice in her hands now.
Nope.
Oh, come on.
Did Gen X? I don't think we hated the generation before us, did we?
No, the one after.
Oh, you're saying the generation always hates the generation after.
It's always those young.
So we would hate millennials.
That's what I'm saying, and you do. It's true, yeah. You do.
Is it true?
Yeah, because the parents before, our great grandparents, it's all.
I don't think my parents hated my generation.
They did. You've heard that. You guys have no blah blah blah. It happens.
Well, that wasn't hate.
Call it what you want.
But I think they were right. Gen Xers were a lot lazier than the generation before.
But I think every generation gets better. That's the way I see it. Gives me hope. TikTok gives me hope.
Okay.
Like I said, they're kids. I say kids, 18 to 20-year-olds now, smarter than we'll ever be, computer-wise, technology-wise, and it only gets better from there.
TikTok, don't stop.
Yeah, these are generations now that have been born with the internet at their fingertips.
Yeah,
we had it. I mean, what was your earliest time on the internet?
1993.
Yeah, that's super early.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like 98, 99, so I was 15, 16.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're much more advanced than our parents and grandparents ever were because of that. So imagine a kid at the age of 2 watching a streaming tablet in their lap. Imagine what they can do in the future.
I was using email in September of 1993. That's when I got my first email address.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really long.
Yeah.
It was like my name and last 4 digits of my social security number and like ttu.edu. I mean, it was a super long email address.
And you see the advancement 26 years later. You're listening to someone lick your ears across the internet.
Yeah.
In a non-sexual way, by the way.
It gives me so much hope for the future.
But then these are actual physical, we're tapping into parts of our brain. I'm getting physical tingles, not myself only, but millions others tapping into parts of our brain that 10 years ago didn't know existed.
Yeah.
No one knew ASMR. No one knew if you had those sounds, you would have a physical tingle down your spine and it would relax you. What's going to happen in 50 years? Think of the things we're going to realize because of technology. That's astounding to me.
Let me do the math here. I might be around still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It won't be good, but you may be around.
Hey, Pops, you're in suspended animation. Isn't this cool?
Yeah. I'm just thinking, hey, give me a few seconds. She's cleaning the ears now.
With what?
A cloth.
Those are ears?
Well, she's cleaning the fake ears.
Oh, I thought she was cleaning her ears.
No. It's always the ear mic.
Nope.
What?
Well, this has been fun.
Yeah.
And enlightening.
Yeah.
And I don't think we can do any more damage.
Yeah. I'm ready. We're waiting for that Foxglove Farm tea. Once we get it, we'll drink that on
Did we
air.
explain all of that?
Oh, last week, we kind of did, yeah.
Okay.
And speaking of giving hope for the future.
Oh, yeah. Tell the story right quick.
I won't give too many names or details for, certain things, but people involved with the Foxglove Farm name and brand, from what I've gathered, I don't have the full details. Like I said, I don't want to go too deep into that for their own reasons, but from what I've gathered, they have donated a kidney.
Wow.
And I don't believe from a family member. They can let me know if I'm wrong on that, but I think from just a person. And that's amazing to me. Doesn't that give you hope?
So a human woke up and said, you know what I think I'm going to do today is donate a kidney.
Yeah.
I'm going to go through a very painful and uncomfortable operation that
I would
will
imagine
require...
the process. A little longer than that, but yeah. The morning, you know what, at 3 o'clock today, I'm going to...
Yeah.
But yeah, it happened like that.
Well, no, but I mean, the thought had to jump in their head at some point.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
Hey.
Like, we think of ourselves as good people, but I don't know if I'm that good to do that.
I'm a terrible person.
Well, that's awesome.
But I am better at most things than most people.
Oh, wow.
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 I'm joking.
That's fantastic, right? That's good. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. Very cool.
I wish I had that giving of a soul.
Yeah. Props.
Goal. How about a goal? Be closer to that person.
Yeah, that's true.
We should strive to be closer to that kind of person who would just donate a kidney because someone else needs it.
All political sides aside from the fact. Imagine if all politicians had that mindset.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah,
Think about that world.
Wow.
It's a good world, huh?
Then what are we going to do for entertainment?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Listen to ASMR 24/7?
And truthfully, I don't know that many people would want one of my kidneys.
Yeah, you don't think so? I have a taste of Mountain Dew in my mouth all the time now. Is this normal for a kidney transplant? Is that what yours would do?
Or Lifesaver gummies.
Oh, yeah. But I think it's fantastic news. That's awesome. You don't hear that. That's the kind of stuff we should have on the news stories.
That's true. You don't hear that sort
instead
of stuff.
of the bad news constantly. So when I see that stuff, we should bring more light to stories like that.
Absolutely. I'm glad you did, because
Yeah.
that is a great story.
Yeah.
If you would like to share good news with us, or tell us who your favorite ASMR artist is.
Your favorite BDSM artist.
Send us an email, adamandjp@gmail.com.
And, of course, on Twitter, give us a tweet at AdamandJP. Love reading those tweets.
Those sweet tweets.
Those sweet, sweet tweets.
I'm Jay Patrick. That's Adam.
You've been eating your podcast roll.
Jumping off the deck, shoving into overdrive.
This doesn't tingle you at all?
Does this tingle you?
No, that does not. But the actual ASMR.